Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Kimbo here, and it's time for an epic Beyblade X unboxing. So we got this damn thing right here. It is CX01 Dranbrave S660V. Yeah, it's gonna be even tough, like saying that, kind of a tongue twister with it, but you know, Dranbrave, or Courage Dran under, Hasbro. But still, they're definitely paying homage to Burst a bit with this one because, come on, Brave. This thing reminds me so much of Brave Valkyrie with the shape and, just how Dran is. It's like a CX Dran sword, if you will. But yeah, in general, looks really, really freaking dope. The big 3-time blades on it, and gonna hit like a truck for sure. Love the design of this thing. It looks sick. I see it being a beast. Yeah. So, owned by your boy Jackson Cross, aka Exo Caruso, or Caruso Exo, aka Common X, aka insane as fuck. Yeah, strong as hell. But it's the boy himself, Common X. But we got Dranbrave S up in here. It's got 60, 20, and 20. And then we've got 660, fucking words, 14, 8, 8, and 60. And then V, which is Vortex. Basically, Vortex Cyclone is the flip of Cyclone. So how it has, like, Cyclone has points sticking out in the opposite direction going to the left. Vortex sticking out in the opposite direction going to the right. It's basically like a plastic R squared F, if you will. Right rubber flat, like how Cyclone is like left flat. This is like a right flat, if you will. And I can imagine in the future them doing an R squared F and LRF type thing, like these. Like rubber, I can see them doing rubber Vortex and rubber Cyclone for future releases. If they make a Cobalt Dragoon and it has rubber Cyclone, come on, man, I'll be like, your boy called it. And yeah, that'll be like an homage to LRF for sure. And then I can imagine like R squared F possibly somewhere down the road too. But yeah, imagine they do like a DRAN, another DRAN, except it's CX, except it's based more off of like either Drawn Dagger or especially DRAN Buster, and it has like a rubber vortex. That would be pretty wild. Imagine doing something like that, but we gotta wait and see. But anyways, looks dope. It's gonna hit like a damn truck, and it looks dope as shit. But anyways, let's get into it. Bop. Get this thing up. Oh, there we go. Give me the B. And then bam. Got the scissors out. Make it a little bit easier opening this up. But yeah, get that code. Put it out to the side because gotta get them damn points for sure. Stockpile on them points as much as possible. And at this stage, I have reviewed Wizard Arc and also Perseus Dark. I'm kind of going backwards with it. I had to review Perseus Dark first. You already know this. And a little bit like I had to. On all the days, it was like, yeah, that was what I was going to review first. But you can go and check out those unboxings. And yeah. Bop. Bop. And this does come with a launcher. So Perseus Dark doesn't come with a launcher, but Wizard Arc and also Dranbrave do come with ripcord launchers. So yeah, that's to keep in mind if you haven't gotten these bays yet. Yeah. Boom. And yeah. Get them out of there. Boom. And boom. And boom. Hey, that worked pretty well. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. All right. So, let's get into it. We've got Dranbrave S up in here. The overall shape definitely similar to Dran's sword. A little bit more of like the literally like Brave Valkyrie kind of shape with it, like with those blades sticking up and everything. Like how it is for Dran's sword, with the overall look of it. Reminds me, honestly, a bit of like how Pegasus looked like Galaxy Pegasus, but also, of course, Brave Valkyrie. So like a little bit of both with them. you know, because that protagonist feel. But in general, looking really, really sick. So with CX being able to be split into 3 different parts, twist that, pull that out. And we've got the lock chip, which is DRAN. So that's the name for it, like, you know, DRAN. And then Brave being this part right here, which makes sense, you know, like Brave Valkyrie. Literally, man, come on. Yeah, DRAN, Brave, S. So this is the main blade, DRAN, of course, with all the metal and everything and the plastic. And then we've got S down here, which I'm guessing, does it stand for slash or sword? One of the two, which regardless, come on, man. Sword Valkyrie, slash Valkyrie. Little homage with that as well. I wonder, does it always line up like this, or can it be like switched 180? No, it's always lined up like that. Okay, so they're meant to be lined up with this, those contact points. So a big time, just 3-blade hit across the whole board, meant for that uppercut. So like that point sticking out there, but boom, those uppercut points right there. You already know, not going to play any games at all. So, see if we can get that right. Yeah. So there it is, man. Dranbrave S. Looking really, really sick. Love the blue with it, the blue, the white, the orange, all the colors with it and everything. Looking really, really nice. Then we've got the ratchet, which is 660. 6 being a new ratchet. Finally adding in 6. The only one we got to see at this point, I think, is 8. So, yeah. Because, yeah, we literally gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9. Yeah, literally. Unless they want to put in like 10. But, yeah, the only one we got to see at this point is 8. So I'm sure we'll get like a 670 at some point, height-wise, because we haven't seen that quite yet. But we got 680 and 660. But yeah, the 6 sides right there. The bumps, honestly, will probably be useful for a bunch of different kinds of combos, just depending on what you want to use. Because the bumps with it, use it for attack, maybe some defense, or maybe even some stamina combos. It's all about like preference with it. But it's pretty thin, and you even can see it working with like some stamina, mainly working with like attack and defense combos. But yeah, you can see the use. That's just the diversity of this, man, and the way this is shaped. Even with like stamina combos, could possibly make it work, man. But Dranbrave 660, Dranbrave S 660, and Vortex, which, like I said, Cyclone literally flipped. So they're sticking out in this direction instead of sticking out the opposite direction. Literally a mirror of Cyclone. And I can imagine in the future, like I said, rubber Cyclone, rubber Vortex being a thing. So yeah, both of them. Because then we'll have like R squared F and LRF, where it's a rubber tip that could be more controlled. Because right now we do have rubber Excel. I can imagine things like rubber rush, rubber vortex, you know, to diversify some more rubber bits, but make it where they're more controlled, because rubber Excel is so flat, and it's big time powerful and can hit in a major way. People sleep on it. It's just about knowing how to use it, because not a lot of stamina, but crazy powerful attack with it, you know. That's the thing, it's meant to be practiced with. But then having like something like rubber vortex or rubber cyclone or rubber rush would make it more controlled. But yeah, still, in general, this thing looks really, really sick, and it's gonna hit like a damn truck. So Dranbrave S 660 and Vortex. It's gonna take me a bit to say that. It's even a freaking tongue twister saying the damn name for it. So I'm not one that stresses about the weight of things, obviously, you know, but I show it off for the sake of anyone who's interested. And I don't even say the weight for any of them is like really, really bad. Like some of the bays they made lighter because they don't want them to be OP, and that doesn't mean they're not usable. It's like tougher to have them work. That doesn't mean unusable. And they're still really fun, and the X gimmick is what makes it very, very balanced with things. So 37.59 grams on the higher realm, like 38 grams. Yeah, 37.56 grams. So on the higher realm weight-wise. But, yeah, man, in general, big time weight with it. Heavy attack. It'll hit like a damn truck and not play any games. So fully assembled. Bop, bop, bop. Gonna be around, I'm guessing, like mid-40s. Yep, 45.87 grams. So, good amount of weight with it for sure. And it's going to hit like a truck, like I said. And plus, being so flat, it's going to get nice startups. So, yeah, it's gonna help it out, like getting those startups having Vortex on it, you know. But still, even all that weight, it's gonna take a little bit for it to get that startup. But when it does, it's gonna hit like a damn truck, be a monster. All right, so time to get into the test launch. Gonna be using the record launcher. So why the hell not? Might as well. 3, 2, 1, go. Get that slide shot in. But then, yup, that startup, man. Continuous hits. It's kind of poetic justice because it shows how, like, X and Chrome are literally connected by destiny. So it's like Vortex being a mirror of Cyclone that Chrome originally brought in, with that Impact Drake having Low Rush, which was originally on, you know, John Dagger with the Rush, you know, but in the low version. It shows how they're like kind of intertwined. The fates are intertwined. But yeah, because technically both of them being protagonists. Like Chrome, yeah, to set him up as a protagonist. Same thing with X, just, you know, like how there's multiple protagonists in Burst, kind of the same thing with Beyblade X, for sure. Except like Chrome, X, and honestly Bird or Robin. Kind of multi too, but she's like a protagonist in like a Bay crafter sense, you know. But yeah, still being a major character. It's interesting how they're doing like a protagonist type thing and showing different kinds of protagonists with it as well. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this review on this epic Beyblade X Dranbrave S660 Vortex. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to slice that like button down below. Let me know how I did. If you're new to my channel, definitely be sure to subscribe for some epic content because I upload daily. And if you haven't already, be sure to ring that bell by my channel name to be notified whenever I upload a video. There will be points where I take breaks, but still, might as well say daily. I have a video for basically every day I bet on YouTube, so fuck it, you know. It's still daily, still putting out regularly, big time. And yeah, especially putting out a bunch of videos in one day makes up for it. So, yeah. But I'm a human and need breaks too, you know. But anyways, guys, till next time, it is your boy Kimbo signing off. See you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Until then, stay awesome and cool. Shoot. I'm up out of here.